My cancer that I have is called epithelioid hemangioendothelioma, EHE for short. I am so lucky that this has been my cancer story. It could have been completely different, and was, and tomorrow could be completely different too. So why fixate on that? You're wasting your time, your energy. It's stealing your joy from today. It's stealing your joy for tomorrow. Just live. Like, that is literally the definition. Like, just live your life.
I think a really important topic that I don't often share out loud on my journey to just live, but that I feel in my heart is how I choose to spend my time with my children. A lot of judgment comes at me by sending my son to daycare or by sending my children to school. Why don't you just homeschool them? Why don't you just keep them all home? And I give you parts of my life where you see me very able-bodied and exercising and chasing joy with them outside of school hours and all these different things, but you don't often always see me and what it's like when I'm chasing joy for a 24-hour period straight in a row. My body, I have cancer. My body can't always keep up, and so school and daycare is my respite time for my body and for me to be able to do my medicine, which is eating well and resting and exercising and doing all those things so I can chase joy with them during our after school hours. But another really big piece of sending my children to daycare before they went to school, and my current son who's in daycare now, is I want them to have relationships outside of the home. I want them to have a place to go where they feel happiness and joy without mom and dad. Because what if mom doesn't make it? What if Ty needs to send them somewhere so he can be at home and cry and get all the affairs in order if I were to pass away? They will have normalcy, they will have a routine in place where they have friendships, they have loved ones, they have ones that they know care for them. I receive a lot of judgment for sending my son to daycare. And because I receive so much judgment, it makes me question it. You make me question it. Am I doing the right thing or am I not? But I've come to know that by sending him for a few hours every day has been the best thing for the both of us. And it is our journey to just live. You can choose to do what you want to do with your time, but this is what I'm choosing to do with mine. That is actually what I feel is in their best interests. Only you can decide. And you won't know until you're in the same position. A lot of people who pose judgment on me, they don't have cancer. They don't know what it feels like inside of your body or your mind or your soul. And if you do, that's your story, and this is mine. I try to throw the guilt aside when I drop him off at daycare, and for a minute there's some tears and hesitancy for him walking through those doors, but when I go and pick him up a few hours later, it's, can I stay? Can I stay? And it's met with smiles and having so much fun with his friends and his teachers. Same with our kids. When I go for my hour-long run, people are like, how can you leave your kids knowing that you have cancer and you're trying to savor every moment of the time that you have left? I am doing this for them. I am choosing to move my body so I can be there longer with them. Or that when I walk through those doors after my run, I can be more present and I can be the mom that they want me to be. Instead of the mom that's sitting on the couch and letting my mind wander of all the what ifs. I let that go when I'm running or when I'm exercising. And I feel alive when I get my heartbeat going, and when I feel the sweat on my body, it makes me feel alive. And what's amazing as my children are getting older is they're wanting to come with me. Before, when they were in strollers, I took them with me. It wasn't their choice. And I still was spending time with them in the moment. But as they're getting older, it's been harder. Now with my oldest, she wants more time at the gym with us. And it's the best part of my day. So I ask you to come with a little less judgment, and to know that we do things based on our own stories. I had a friend that had cancer, and they were distancing themselves from their children. And I would question why. I didn't understand. And to be honest, it's not my information to have. It shouldn't matter to me. But I expected that they would want to spend as much time with their child as possible. So I was doing the same thing with them through our conversations. But what I learned was they were only protecting their children because they knew they were passing away. They knew their time was coming, and they wanted their children to develop these strong, beautiful relationships with everybody else but them. So after they were gone, that they would have those relationships to lean on and those routines created. So I learned this really beautiful lesson from them. And I could live until I'm 97. And if I do, that's amazing that they've developed these relationships with me, with others, with as many people out there as possible, because what better than to have another person in your corner? So all I ask is that we all come from a place of less judgment, open eyes, and leading with your heart with the best interests of your kids. And only you can decide what that is for them.